one can pick it up and try and counter up with it. No one's touching that. It's being watched. As a... Ooh! Speaking of being watched, I was able to slip out undetected. Alu overstaying his welcome inside of the window, gets his head torn off for it. And they've actually established great mid-control, Renegades. They've got a very healthy lead in this particular round, as it's going to be Nico gone. 1 HP, you still able to wall him down.
Yeah, I'm surprised they still went for picks out. Ali gets the first kill, 5 on 4 in this sort of round, just fall back. Just let them do the next work. And then as Kiyoshima is getting aggressive towards Connector, he went down, then Ali drops, and it all falls apart for FaZe Clan here. This is almost guaranteed round for Renegades at this point. Karrigan trying to do what he can, as he's doing his best to throw it as he faces towards jungle, but Nexa to finish things off. It's 2 kills for him in total, so nice work by Renegades. Certainly got some firepower up their sleeve, and this is a difficult round in terms of the money for FaZe. I have no idea why Kiyoshima would go for the aggressive face after getting that first pick. That's just like an amazing start for a CT side. First gun round, you want to guarantee get that, really kind of solidify your lead going forward, and Kiyoshima gets his head blown off, and maybe underestimating Renegade slightly here. So FaZe Clan, Deagle for Nico, not necessarily a bad thing. He's absolutely sick with that weapon, and a UMP for Rain. Ali still has his AWP. Oh, I thought he was going to pull the trigger there. You just could feel it coming. He does, but can't quite find the shot eventually. And there's Kiyoshima doing good work from short, and unfortunately for him, goes down, and so does Nico. Rain fights back towards A-ramp.
Alu gets in position toward the CT stairs. He's a little bit late to arrive to cover off anyone in connector, but he can sit back and hold the angle at the top stairs, which might work. He's still going that direction. Walks clean into it. And that gives the man advantage back to FaZe. But the bomb on a fast approach toward B. Az has already cleared around the corner of Cat. And Karrigan's still in the window as we see it. Dropping down to be on the flank, but it's surely going to give up the plant. Just now are they rotating back through CT as well. They're very hesitant, Renegades. Though the longer they hesitate, the sooner Karrigan will arrive on the back door. And Nifty is going to be a sitting duck. Surely Karrigan's already at the corner. He starts to consider it now. Clear off the bench. And now as he plants the bomb, thankfully, gets inside the site to plant the bomb before Karrigan sees him. He's still going to be exposed. Bomb not planted. Ooh. Nifty tries to turn Karrigan. There, denies the round. And takes them both down.
Very well done by Karrigan there to deny the plant as well. That's quite a harsh reset for the Renegades after having a successful round in the previous. Working to with the AK-47s can't do much in the next round. They're going to have to force buy into this round, it seems. Tech-9s and AK-47s. Alu back on the AWP. He'll be looking very comfortable indeed. Round number 6 comes in. FaZe Clan the heavy favourites, and then Tem going into this one. Renegades with a lot to prove. It is a Swiss format. It's quite forgiving. These sort of teams, you're going to have a tough game, kick things off, but then you can get into your stride as the tournament progresses. PG-50s, Tech-9s, and 1 rifle available. They've got 1 smoke as well. As a towards the B apartments, he still gets 1 kill, but Kiyoshima, who seems to be finding himself on this map so far, gets another kill, and the round should be over at this point. Karrigan ready at the bench, and Kiyoshima backing up very nicely indeed.
Toward the bench it is. Karrigan back to the wall, left side covered, can line them up. Takes the first kill, and Nifty.
He's got to go.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Well, JKS finds Nico. That's actually in the connector as well, and unfortunately his teammate drops at the same time. So JKS, AK-47 now, upgrades the weapon, and then some more. He's had all 3 now. The AWP, he's got armor as well. Not known to be an AWPer, but let's see if we can find a frag or 2. Bomb down in the B apartments. That pretty much suggests he cannot do anything within this round, and Kiyoshima gets his 3rd. Good job by him. 5-1. I think this has to be Nico now for the Renegades. That was a force buy from them. It will indeed be Nico, about 2k per player. And this is starting to become a bit of a one-sided affair. FaZe 5-1 up, and another Rika coming in. So, MP9 for Alu. Not his forte, but
no.
We'll see whether he can. Against the number of players, I guess there's a chance to farm some cash. He might go towards underpass or something like that. I'll have a look. He's actually toward the palace by the looks of things. Rona will be patrolling towards A ramp, and Nico in the window position.
Alu's not going to push into palace, though. He's just playing close to the door. Horseshoe occupied. Renegades might need a horseshoe stuck up their butt for some luck in this game. That expression, that old one. that classic one.
Is that one of your dads?
Nah, he's not that clever.
No?
No. That actually is like the horseshoe stuck up the... They use a different word, but butt.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like... It's not like an expression, it's just a... I don't know. I don't know, Henry. What do I know?
Well, Alu knows he's farming a lot of money this round. Same story for Rain as well. There it is, 600 times 3. As we get into round number 8 now, it's going to be 6-1. FaZe Clan doing a very good job so far. Quite clinical counter-strike from them overall. It's going to be the Renegades over full buy. No AWP available for Nifty. He's actually on 0-0-7. James Bond has arrived, Matthew, and we'll see whether he can do anything going forward into round number 8 here. And Renegades, certainly underdogs here, yet to cause any real damage towards the FaZe clan. We'll see if there's any change of pace here for the CTs. Will they go aggressive at the start of the round? Ali will be holding his orb towards the top mid, and Justillo, is he feeling brave? He's going to try and cross over towards the mid boxes.
First time Alu's been aggressive underneath this smoke from the bottom of middle. It's actually a decently wide smoke, so they've got some room to work with at the top of the corner. As it dissipates, though, he still stares down with the AWP, so mid control not established off of the original intent. The last time we saw FaZe put this much attention in toward middle, though, they overstayed their welcome, and Asa was able to get Alu back from the window. That was when Renegades picked up their only round. This time they'll fall off it sooner and go back inside of the A site.
You know, they have inflicted significant damage towards Nico for now, so that's something to work with. Nifty coming in with that mid control as well. Presence in underpass to go with it, but for now, bomb down towards T-spawn. Nothing really gathered by Renegades as of yet. In terms of grenades as well, you can see they've got 2 flashbangs remaining. Not that much control, and Nico looking to strike here. Spots the foot of one player. Should take him down, but Justillo actually beats him to the punch.
Now, despite the early aggression from FaZe, they actually have established a presence from Connector, which means A can be split with a 2-2. Rain's going to try and gather information back toward Palace as a result of this. It gives him decent position after they walk in the site, but Alu gets Azure immediately, leaves him in it. Information gathered, and we go back for an additional peek. Fast shot on Nifty, and now they limit to thwart A main. Another shot, another Nexa down. It's Rain covering off with a reverse play toward JKS, and Justillo left in a 1 versus 4. He's found by Kerrigan off site, and FaZe will go up 7-1. So Renegades continue to struggle to get into this game.
So that was decent fundamentals coming from Renegades there. They're actually getting the map control towards middle, but just didn't have enough to actually finally execute towards the A bomb site, and that's a problem here. Up against a player like Ali with the AWP in his hands, it's like a shooting gallery from that point. No smokes towards him, no flashbangs, hitting every single shot. It looks very comfortable for him, and another tactical pause coming in from Renegades, a chance to kind of recalculate themselves and work out how they enter the next round. They're a 4th state loss bonus, so $2,100 coming into their bank accounts. 7-1. I think they have to take another full eco this one. You've got about $3,000 per player, and we'll see whether they have any chance. It's just going to be a partial buy here. You can't really justify a force into this one. So Nifty, one of the young serves that's come into this lineup so far, yet to frag, and we've been told he's one of the flashier AWPers, and to go toe-to-toe with Alu, he needs to start stepping up his game so far. He's only had one, well, he's had the AWP once, and not really had any kills apart from that.
Yeah, but and that's something to talk about, especially when you're on a team that's developing and oftentimes the underdog in games. You've got to have more in your arsenal than just the AWP, because it's not guaranteed your economy is going to favor it. So we need to see him step up whether or not he has the weapon. Alu again toward middle. Late smoke out to cover off Cat. Tries to fire in. Next is able to cross. And it seems to be the standard default again with Aza going off toward the lower mid positions. As actually, he gets close with the Tech 9. It's still going to be FaZe relinquishing and giving up that mid position.
Well, in terms of grenades, they've all been expended at this stage. Boosting up towards the window, that's Aza. Some map control at least, but CTs will be well aware of this, and Nico, so strong in this connected position, can hear them all around him, trying to find that first frag. They're taking a lot of damage here. Nifty down to 30 HP. He's only got the PT50 as well. Justillo trying to challenge Nico, but it's going to be Kiyashima that opens things up first. 5-4, and he's looking for a bit more as well.
Good play from Nico. Reads the fact that window is gathered. Alu continues to look sharp. This time from triple, has Nico to cover off the push in from Connector so we can focus firmly on A main. Goes to the pistol instead, but that range doesn't matter. They go up 8-1 and continue to control the pace. Money's massive for FaZe, not so much for Renegades. They'll buy back in. I think they're at a full, 5 rounds. It's just maxed out again. It
is, so that's going to be $3,400 coming out. And Nifty, like we said, struggling so far. Probably one of his biggest land debuts, I would say. Not really been on our radar so far. Obviously, the Serbian community will be aware of him, but now it's a double AWP setup he's up against with his single AWP setup on the T side. It's Kerrigan. This used to be his old stomping ground of Astralis. He used to be so good on this map with the AWP. Is this going to make FaZe stronger going forward here? And Alu and Kerrigan trying to find that first pick. Nico's actually got the first one, and Rain chimes in towards the Palace area. Yeah,
that was fast from Rain. Good reactions knowing Palace was open. He goes back over. They have slipped in undetected. But he can still control the peak. Forces Nifty off with a flash, but overcommits to the peak on JKS, and this will give Renegades their best chance in. Now we're seeing Nifty get some movement. It took him a while to get rolling with the T side at AWP. He went glass cannon early, but now he gets it up. 2 kills, in fact, as Kiyashima rotates around. It's on to Kerrigan. A 1 versus 3, and Renegades looking for their second round. Relying on the youngsters to do so. Kerrigan, though, gets Justillo. Bomb not yet planted. He'll have a 1 versus 2 immediately in the post plant. No kit on his belt, but there is one down on the site, and he has a smoke to put on the bomb. Starts it off as well with a Molotov immediately to Firebox. Kerrigan gets the information that Nifty's in toward Palace. He'll smoke him off immediately as he tries to negate the threats from different angles, but it's JKS to win it out, and they do get the second.
It is finally arriving. It's Nifty, and he manages to bring 2 frags to the proceedings as well. So the round he arrives on manages to actually have some massive impact there, and it's going to be the second round for Renegades. Comes down to the 2v1 though. Lots of money still on the FaZe bank account, so you can get a full buy here. Don't go back to double AWP setup. It was working so well with a singular AWP, so why not? Let's just stick to what was working. And now Renegades, they need to convert this to a few rounds in a row here. This will be another harsh reset if they don't pick this round up. Need to be very careful of going forward. The scoreline's 8-2. Same smoke towards middle, trying to take that vision away from Ali, who currently will be in that window position. Actually getting a bit more aggro this time out. I like this a lot, pushing up towards mid. Looks at that first kill, fires up a shot, can't get it. Usillo punishes him for it.
So getting rolling now. Renegades, we've seen a couple 10-5 halves. One of them was pulled back, but unfortunately not closed out, but pulled back to overtime. If you're just joining us, that was our first game of the entire tournament. See if Renegades can do better than that. Still a chance to go 8-7. Tall order. And 6-10-5 definitely in the cards. JKS considers that someone may have gone through A main and gotten in behind them at Palace. Just a quick check. And then he'll continue to wait for his team's call. They're bringing the bomb back over through T-spawn, including a rotation from Horseshoe of Nifty as well on the AWP. So he's not going to try and open up mid, get toward connector. He's going to try and go straight back in toward A main. But look at Rain getting more aggressive.
Has to at this point. They've lost 2 picks. He needs to step up, and he could find the double kill. Bomb goes down. Knows Nifty's got the shot on him as well. He decides to pull back. That's the correct play, but this flashbang, that's interesting. Doesn't strike on it, but Kiyashima helps him out. Brings it into a 3-on-3.
He doesn't strike is exactly this. This team's called that they're taking over connector as well. Don't need to call much, though, when Kerrigan stands like that. Finds 2 on the M4. Nifty last alive. Gets a shot on Rain. So he's starting to add kill total, but unfortunately not rounds, as they'll get shut down yet again. He's got 3, all of them, although the last one not so much, but the 2 previous, I suppose, were very substantial.
Yeah, but that's the harsh resets we were discussing. They had to win that round. It's a 5-on-3 map. And yes, it's a very reactive map. FaZe playing it perfectly. After losing the first 2 picks, Rain knows he has to step up there. Pushes the A ramp, finds one player with his knife out, takes him down. This intelligent stuff as well. He could have gone for more, but knows that's the orb. He's going to be holding an angle, probably going to take him down. Kiyashima charms him for connector as well, and then Rain finishes things off. It's up to Nifty. And couldn't find the final play to win the round. So there's going to have to be another eco here. So gutting for Renegades at this point. They need to be finding at least 5 rounds in this half to have a chance in the second. That's looking unlikely going forward, but we'll see what they can do with these Deagles. They have got a few very talented players. Good flashbang though. Nexus hiding in the corner. Kerrigan finds him though, and it's going to be a 5-on-4 once again in favour of the international squad. FaZe Clan, the only international squad really having any sort of impact in CSGO right now.
Well, you could argue Mouse Sports is international to some extent.
I guess so. I guess you call them international because there's not a single player from the same nation.
You do Hellraisers?
They've got 2 Slovakians, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Okay, so I see what you mean. You're saying it has to be all 5 different.
Yeah. That's what I class as
even
a full
Dignitas
international team.
Then, yeah.
So that's like one of the first projects that's been successful. This is obviously going back to Kingwin days. They first tried their twin Scream was in there. Yeah. And what was his name? Hitton.
Squeaton.
I could never pronounce that name. That was a nightmare.
He stepped in as well for Dignitas, and he was one of the 2.
Yeah, right. Well, there you go. It all comes full circle. Force by here. It's getting a bit desperate now for Renegades and Rain. He's looking aggressive. He's trying to push him back off towards middle. A Galil, a UMP, and lack of grenades as well. We'll see what they can do. No orb for Nifty, and he goes down. Actually, Azza doing a good job with the Galil there towards the window room. He seems to be finding kills there consistently.
Yeah, that's not an easy angle to get kills from. He's very good at walking out from the underpass. Most players struggle with that, but he's very assertive, I have to say. And it's quite impressive, but they need more than just him to be able to do that to get rounds. Kerrigan to go back toward middle. They've segregated off the fact that you still are